Hello guys, welcome in. Let's get some music going here. How are you all doing? I missed going live on YouTube. Let's get some music going, right? There we go. Hello Marina, hello Marie. Hi, how are you guys? Let's okay, you guys, I'm gonna ring this bell here, okay? So if you have headphones, you might want to turn it down. Calling in the spirits and the guides, because we need the guidance, right? Right. All right, so as usual, first, you guys, we are going to just check on the collective energy and see what's happening. Okay, let's see. What do we have here today? What do we need to know, spirits? What can you reveal to us? What is happening that we need explanation for? Give us a truth. The moon, okay, so something is hidden over here, okay? So let's try to take a peek behind this moon, this veiled energy. What do we need to know about it, Spirit? Okay, so the Two of Coins, our guides are acting for us to get something moving, to, it's almost like they're balancing something, juggling something to get something in motion, okay? And that cannot be seen. So, yeah, there seems to be like an element of confusion and illusion. Yeah, and the guides are trying very, very hard to move something, but we cannot feel this energy for some reason. Yeah, we know something is happening. I don't know if you guys are getting that feeling like something is happening, but I don't really know what yet. That's why, is because truly there is a lot of stuff happening behind the veil. And it seems like our guides, like our personal spirit teams, are very involved in this. Yeah, the Hangman. See, we do have that feeling that nothing is changing, nothing is moving. You know, like that's what we can observe, but truly, you know, it's like we can feel it somewhere in there that something is about to pop, right? Something is about to happen. Okay, let's get one more card for this first row here. Okay. Yeah, so there are a lot of spirits involved here, like a lot of spirits involved, you guys. And it's behind the moon, is behind the veil of the moon. We call this in tarot, right? And yeah, our spirit, there's a lot of spirits involved in what's happening, and they're trying something very, very hard. They are putting a lot of energy into this. Hello guys, welcome in. Hi. Okay, what else do I need to know here? Yeah, so it's oh, I know this is about the new world, you guys. There's a lot happening behind the veil. Something is about to fall. What's the Hangman about? The stress. Okay, so we have enemies that our guides are fighting hard behind the veil, and they're putting into this, you know, it's like they're putting our enemies into a stuck position that stresses them out a lot. So they're essentially, what they're saying here, they're clearing a way for us. It's not public yet, though. It's like it hasn't been announced, but they want us to know about it, so it must be important. Yeah, if you just give me 1 second, we're gonna go to the yes and no questions in just a minute here. All right, and the Queen of Cups. So for those of you guys who are in the Queen of Cups energy, so this is very empathetic, intuitive, very, you know, kind of mother-like, mother archetypes energy. You guys can feel this happening. So I think your guides want you guys to stay calm, because this is the war that's happening behind the veil, and is to help us move forward, right? And moving to a better reality. This is about the splitting of the timelines. Yeah, see, to get us aligned. Oh, really, dear? Yeah, it is. So maybe if you do resonate with this Queen of Cups energy, maybe you can feel that something is going on. It's almost like, you know, it's scaring you. So this reading could very well be for you, right? Yeah, see, so we feel like we're blocked. It's that feeling that, you know, we cannot move. I don't know what to do. There's nothing there. Like, what do? I don't have the information. You know, I don't have the blueprint for this. Like, what the hell am I doing? But I'm doing something. I know I'm doing something. I just don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God. Yeah. So your spirits want you to calm down because this is for your own good. Okay. So again, they are fighting energies, lower vibrational energies. They are clearing up the ethers so you can have a beautiful new beginning. Okay. And if you feel connected to your guides, I would definitely, maybe try to light a candle, at least, say thank you or something, because it's clear here that they are doing it for us, for you, for whoever this energy applies to. And I feel like it applies to a lot of people. It seems to be quite a collective energy. Yeah, and the King of Cups, we need to really stay calm here, okay? We need to be on top of our emotions. We need to be able to master our emotions as well, right? Because that's when we make most mistakes, you guys. It's either when we are in this Nine of Swords energy, or when we are in this like emotional imbalance kind of energy, right? So yeah, they're saying stay calm. What's happening, it's meant to happen, and it's nothing that's going against you. Yeah, see, there's an emperor, that somebody that used to, it's almost maybe somebody has some kind of energetic control over your life, right? So it could even be, your somebody owes you something, and you feel like they have to pay you back, or like literally anything. When it comes to energy, it's so easy for somebody to steal our energy. All it takes is for us to allow them in, right? So if I say things like, I worked for this, you owe me something in return, and you're waiting for that person to give you something in return, that will suck your energy every freaking time. Is there justice there? No, there isn't. So there will be a justice call. But as long as you're waiting, regardless of the justice, you're giving them free energy, right? So in that sense, there's an emperor here that used to have control over somebody. I'm getting this Queen of Cups here, right? So this it's somebody that maybe whoever this applies to likes to please that emperor. Maybe you care about his opinion. Maybe you're it's not necessarily like we're afraid to say no to them, but there is that energy that we kind of want their approval. So your guides are saying stay calm. What is happening is very, very big. You are very intuitive, so you are picking up on the energy, but it's for your own good. And this emperor is about to be stuck and extremely stressed. Why will he be stressed? Because he can no longer take your energy that you offer to them, due to essentially lack of knowledge of like not understanding how energies really work. And I mean, like, who does, right? Like, I mean, we're trying to learn how this stuff works, but it's nothing to like put you down or anything. But yeah, this is definitely the message here. And strength. Okay, so this is a test. It's almost like your guides are fighting for you over on the other side of the veil, but the test for you is to know that everything will be okay, to trust in what's happening, and to trust that it's for your own good, because you have put in the work. Okay, so this is it's almost kind of like it's saying, do you really want your freedom? Do you really believe in your freedom? Can you sense the freedom that's coming towards you? Does this scare you? Do you turn it down? Do you are you excited for it? Do you want it, or do you not, right? Sorry guys, everybody decides to call me like right now, of course. All right, Spirit, what else do we need to know here? Yeah, see, there's a tower coming, you guys. So that is what you're feeling. Okay, that's where the stress is coming from, because this is an energetic tower. Okay, so something is about to fall, and I firmly believe it's something to do with this emperor, who seems to have a lot of power over his environment. Okay, now this could be a woman, or female, or whatever, the gender doesn't matter here, but it's somebody that's used to being in control. Okay, and it's almost like it's that kind of energy that people usually give control to this person, right? Like they have that kind of like standing, right? And yeah, this emperor, yeah, and the cycle is ending here. Look at this. Okay, so your guides are working hard. They're bringing a tower on this emperor, and this closes an entire cycle of binding, energetic binding. Okay, so this is freedom, no stress. Okay, don't give in to this. Stay as calm as possible. Yeah, see, no stress. The King of Cups we have again, right? So yeah, it's almost like that energy where we're asked to be in the eye of the storm, right? So there's a lot going on. It's absolutely correct. But what we're being asked to do is to stay freaking calm and to know that everything will be all right, okay? Let's pull a few more cards here. Yeah, see, so what's being done now? It's you working with your guides on the other side, okay? It's kind of like a team effort to free you. from whatever this is. Yeah, see, because it was a blockage, right? So after this, we're gonna focus on building the proper foundation, okay? So because that is very important. Without a foundation, we really cannot get anywhere. Yeah, so somebody's foundation is being demolished right now, but it's really for your own good, and you are going to see that. Spirit is asking you here to not linger in this energy of regret here as well. So yeah, there's an energy of like fear, regret, not knowing what's coming, being afraid that you're not gonna make it, because again, there's a hit in the foundation. But Spirit says actually you should turn this around, and this is cause for celebration, really, okay? It might look like an atrocity, it might look like a disaster, but it's not. This is your prison walls being brought down, okay? It's not your life being brought down, it's your prison walls being brought down. Yeah, see? And it's an energy of love as well, right? So the universe wants you to mirror this energy of celebration for whatever it is that's happening here. Yeah, it's a present, okay? With the Knight of Cups, this is a present from the universe, from your guides, bringing forward what's due to you. Yeah, again, love. So we're getting repeating cards here. Okay, yeah, and victory at the bottom of the deck. Well, that's beautiful. Okay, so yeah, it's very possible that, this reading was for you. I think when I started it, it was just you and Marina here. So yeah, definitely. Let me get some extra advice for you here, okay? And we're gonna see what else this is going to take, because this is, we're like barely peeking into this energy. There's like a whole story. I can see it clearly. Yeah, and then again, that energy of peace, right? Like being at peace in your mind. Yeah, don't worry, Dia. Whatever is happening, this is for your own good. And I know it's so hard to trust that when you're worried. You don't know, if you're gonna have money for the bills for the next month or whatever. I'm not saying that that's, your situation, but, I can, yeah, I've been through it before. Yeah, Eight of Coins. Spirit says, no, we've been putting work into this for a long time, okay? So you need to continue going in that direction. You don't deserve to be controlled by anybody. Relationships should be like an even give and take. So you can create something, because you can create anything when somebody's just assuming control over your energy, and that fear, when we're worried that we're gonna lose something like a job or whatever, man, I'm telling you guys, we give them so much energy, and they do not deserve that energy, right? Because it's that devil energy, it's those chains that they throw on us, right? And we're so used, because our parents taught us, you need to do this, you need to put your head down, you need to, it's like, like, I don't know, it's becoming so obvious lately that we don't really need to do any of those things, like freedom is a real freaking thing. It can be lived, it can be exercised, and it does change, the way you feel, your energy, your power, your strength, your life purpose, really everything. Yeah, see, it's divine guidance here. Okay, so it's almost like it's saying the trash is taking itself out. Okay, so yeah, no, this requires a lot of strength and belief in yourself. Okay, because if you're worried that you're not going to be okay, you're pretty much telling yourself, I'm not capable of taking care of myself, and that is not true. That it's absolutely not true. You're an independent, sovereign being, you know what I mean? And you are perfectly capable of taking care of yourself. You don't need to allow others to take advantage of you for you to survive. Like, I mean, that's really, when we think about it, it's freaking slave mentality done right. So, like, I'm not even surprised that Spirit is doing all this right now, because with the splitting of the timelines and the new world and stuff, we cannot bring this shit with us into the new world, man. Like, we simply cannot. All right, let me get an advice here. Inspiration. See, yeah, so see, the salamander stands for the King of Wands as well. So the King of Wands is somebody that can see like long term, okay? He doesn't get like kind of caught up in like little details under his nose. He holds a vision. He's the kind of fire that is really like mature, right? So it is the kind of fire that is not destruction, but it's passion. Hi, Patri, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, overcoming obstacles we have at the bottom of the deck here as well, okay? So definitely everything that's happening is meant to happen. And the only danger about it is just how scary it is. truly. Like other than that, I don't think you're gonna feel any pain. You're not gonna really lose anything. Yeah, productivity, because you are a very productive soul, right? And spirit knows this. It's just that your spirit team is so goddamn tired of corporations, places of work, people taking advantage of you, like, taking, scaring you, worrying you, you having to give more than what you get back. Like they're so sick of that, and I'm not surprised. Yeah, starting over. Where? In a place of nourishment. Right? So spirit knows what's up. And safety. Look at it. You are perfectly safe. You might feel unsafe. You are not unsafe, my dear. You are safer than ever. The further away you go from these people, the safer you will become. Yeah, see, so do not give into that energy of scarcity, crabs in a bucket kind of energy. No, that's not it. This is expansion. This is freedom. All right, so it's up in the ethers. You need to ground this energy, and you will be more abundant than ever. Really, like yeah, this level of abundance, like I mean, it doesn't come easy. Yeah, mask, because they are wearing mask, right? They come to you, to your face. They are wearing mask, and now with this tower being brought down on them, why does spirit do that? Because when they have a tower being brought down on them, their mask like peaks a little bit. It like falls a little bit. You can see behind it, right? And then that's it. The freaking illusion is broken, and you realize that in fact they actually need us. Because what the hell are corporations without the people to work? Right? And it's like there should be an equal exchange. It's like, okay, we're willing to work for you, but freaking like, like pay me and treat me nicely. Like do something for me. I make your life better. But how the hell do you make my life better? Just asking, demanding, controlling, like threatening and like all that. Like what kind of bullshit is this? Yeah, man, time to level up, guys. That's it. Like, you know what? This is freaking done. And I'm so freaking, like, yeah, desire. Because we have the desire to control. So we are bringing this kind of energy, and it's almost like our soul is like asking the guides, it's like, man, I want to create, but they will not let me. I have too many energetic chains around me. So spirit is like, yeah, one is at work, maybe like one is with friends that, you care about, and they don't give, like any energy back to you. Family member that expect you to do everything for them because simply they're families. Like, no, relationships do not work like that. So it's done. They are bringing towers down on everything. And yeah, now we're going into pure freaking creation. Yeah, spirit says they should be ashamed of that behavior, but they are not. So spirit gave them chances, like offer them for, the opportunity for them to better themselves, to be less freaking devilish. But no, they didn't take it. So now spirit is like, yeah, it's a shame. Liberation. Look at this. Cannot even make it up. No, it's time to fly, you guys. Like, fuck these haters, man. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be swearing, but yeah, this is someone's ancestors coming through because they're livid. Okay, let's see. How else does this place affect the people resonating with this energy? Claiming credit over your success. What the hell did we say? Right? So you do the work, they get the benefits. Many got fired, and I still have the job, and now everyone hates me, but honestly, only performing, that is the only reason. The senior, they like me, but my team. Yeah, exactly, right? Because it's almost like they make people like hate each other, you know what I mean? That is the energies, because there's like, he's like a devilish kind of, like a devil kind of energy in like the whole damn place. And because if you go to and talk to the co-workers, they probably feel the same way. Like, oh my goodness, I'm just here because I have to, but everybody hates me. Like, I don't know if there's any unity, because if there was unity, if there was, some kind of back and forth relationship, spirit wouldn't be doing this, right? So if they are doing this, that literally means it's a place that's enslaving people, it's bringing them down, and it's not allowing you guys to really like step into your higher self and into your healing. And I'm sure you've done a lot of healing too, right? Because that's when the towers start coming down on emperors, right? Because you've done a lot of healing. So spirit is like, okay, now it's time for you to receive, to be rewarded for this beautiful healing that you've done. You've proved that you care about yourself. You proved that you can handle love, right? You proved that you want to help. And it's like, now when you're about to get your rewards, it's like you can, because these people are like, right there, freaking like stressing you out. So no, it's not right, So this is on a bigger scale. Like I feel like and I have been getting readings for like the past year. Like spirit is so done with workplaces. you know, taking everything from people. You know, it's too much. Yeah, look, they talk about you behind your back, right? So, you know, they get you guys to like work, you know, they get, you know, they fire people, they get you all stressed out, and then they go in their offices and they're like, oh my God, they're so stupid. They don't know that if they came together, we would be the ones losing. And, you know, and then they smoke their freaking cigars and whatever the hell they do. And it's like, you know, and actual people with actual souls have to suffer for this. Like the experience says, it's a shame. You know, it's a fucking circus. Yeah, seek someone to perform, learn to do a hex breaking rituals because it's truly like, you know, they're hexing people when they do this kind of stuff. Oh man. Hating on your body image exercise routine, right? They do not want you to be healthy, right? They don't. They want you to be like all stressed out. All you think about is them, and you know, they look at you like the wrong way, and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna get fired. I won't be able to feed my kids. I will do anything for them. I'll give them anything, you know, just to keep my stability. That's bullshit, you know, like no more. Yeah. Fresh, see there, we have. And fresh woodsy smell, cleansing your home of its old energy. See, so the places, you know, the fact that we work is not bad, you know, but the fact that the place is so energetically dirty, now that's bad, right? And unwanted spirits while inviting fresh, energetic vibes and protecting the new occupants. See, so look at this. Spirit is like, no, I'm clearing house. I'm clearing freaking house. I'm going to disinfect the whole freaking thing so my people can be happy. Because how the hell are we supposed to build a new world if we're giving into this? So a lot of towers are gonna fall, you guys, honestly, and for good reason. You know, like it looks scary, but if you've done the work, it's nothing scary for you. Spying on you is part of their daily routine. See, like the spying as well. You know, they have to look, to like peek into your stuff, to make sure you're doing everything so you feel like you're watched. You know, the big brother freaking energy. Like, oh, this is ridiculous, man. Like, seriously ridiculous. Yeah, blocked heart chakra, because that's what they want you. They want you to have a blocked heart chakra. Why? Because you cannot manifest without a proper, you know, properly open heart chakra. And your closest friends hold grudges against you. See, that's exactly what I said earlier. You know, they pretty much turn you guys against each other. They don't want you to be friends. There are even places of work where you're literally not allowed to have friends from work. What kind of insanity is that? You work with those people. Well, humans, we're social creatures. You know, but no, they would rather have everybody be against everybody. You know, so everybody's worried, everybody's scared. And, you know, hi, Jackie, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, and hating on your creativeness and ideas, right? Yeah, because they would rather have you not creative and just do like automatic work like a freaking damn robot, so it keeps you quiet and tired. Competition, always trying to one up you, right? Because they're fighting with souls, and you know, the souls will win. When it comes to, you know, like things and 3D things, the soul will always win because that's where the spirit resides, you know. So oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, that's a collective that we started off with. So now, you guys, if you have questions, like personal questions, just make sure you mention you're a subscriber. Even a capital S will do, and you can go ahead and ask your questions, and I will answer. If anybody wants a reading, you guys, my website is in my bio, so is my PayPal information. Okay, so let me know, and yeah, I will take a few readings as well. I won't be on for very long, but I do have time for a few. I know, Jackie, thank you. It's beautiful, eh? Yeah, I got it from a friend of ours, Marina and I. Yeah, actually, she gave it to Marina, but Marina's like, it's too colorful, so I was like, oh, I like it. Thank you. Okay, hi, Benita. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. That is so kind for you to say. I appreciate you. All right, well, if you guys don't have any questions, we're gonna go on with the collective readings. And yeah, I'm having some issues with TikTok. Like, I'm waiting for them to pop up, but like so far they're not. Yeah, so I don't know. I might lose my live access on TikTok, but whatever. I'm moving to YouTube anyway. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think they'll shut down my account or anything like that. They think I'm copying my old account. Like, I seriously cannot and will not deal with that anymore. Like, I'll just leave it. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah. You guys, the comments are not quite updating, so I don't know, maybe they're just not updating, or let's see. All right. Hello, crazy racist Asian. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, Jackie. Like, I honestly, like, yeah, whatever happens, happens. I'll let you guys know anyway. I'm gonna message you and let you know. You already answered everything. I just wanted to know if this, yes, is definitely good for you. Let me just get a personalized advice for you there, Dia. And I hope I'm saying your name correctly as well. Let's see what we get here. Baby, oh. Okay, Spirit, do you have a specific advice for Dia, please? Faye, not everything is as it may seem. There you go. If you had any doubts, no longer. So not everything is as it may seem. Be cautious, dear one, for there is a story beneath the tale, right? And what the Faye here is giving, your spirits are there for you, okay? And we have one more manifestation. Sometimes they come as a breeze upon your fingertips. At other times, they dwell in the depths of your soul. It is a dance between you and spirit as the magic unfolds. See, so definitely you are what you need to be, and it's good for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have oak. Don't just look within, dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. So definitely things are not as they seem. There's more to it. Okay, I got a message, but it doesn't seem important. Okay, so let's go through the questions now and answer your guys' questions. If you guys can make sure as much as possible, try to subscribe. I'm just, I want it to be like a fair and energetic exchange, right? Because otherwise we go into like all sorts of things. So, yeah. And again, if you guys want a paid reading, they are there, definitely. Just let me know and I will send you to my bio. Okay, for Benita, do we have Benita spirits here? We do. Does Muskan, okay, his female cousin, know that Sean has a crush on me? No, not at all. Yeah, that's a clear no. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe they're not close. And let's see for Marie. Will Mahasi visit Marie anytime soon? No. Yeah, it's saying it's not. Yeah, I don't think he's planning on visiting. Yeah, I'm getting a no for the visiting. And for Jackie, do we have Jackie spirits here? Excellent. Is Duchess Bune reaching out to work with me? That's a no, Jackie. That seems to be a clear no there. The person YouTube name is crazy. I know, like racist, like why? Anyway, whatever. I'm not here to judge. Okay, and we did the one for Benita. I pronounced it correctly. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, thank you. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad you came, but you definitely needed to hear that because he came out like as soon as I started pulling cards. So, hello, Balwinder. How are you? I'm good. Thank you very much. For Marina, do we have Marina spirits here? Should I go Marina, auntie? Marina, that's a no. I don't know exactly what you mean, but your spirits are saying maybe you shouldn't. Hi, Vanessa. Yes, you made it. I'm so glad to have you here. You're welcome, Benita. Is Sean hoping I show up at his aunt's surprise birthday party? Yes, he most definitely is. Oh, Adia, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift for sure. Vanessa, I do not have a list, but we will do yes and no questions. If anybody wants a reading, you guys can get one on my website there, and I will be delighted to give you guys one. Yeah, but yeah, if you guys have yes and no questions, as long as you're subscribers, it's perfectly cool. And you can ask as many as you like, okay? It doesn't have to be just one or whatever. Yeah, just as long as you're a subscriber, I suppose. I'm trying to build this YouTube channel. The faster, the better. What is the music? It was here. I don't know. It kind of left us. There we go. Oh no, that's YouTube. Whoops. Ah, I turned it off. There we go. I know it's kind of weird, eh, when it's quiet now. There we go. Vanessa. Okay, sounds good, Vanessa. And you can do a live reading. So it's not expensive. It's I think it's 25 Canadian dollars for like 15 minutes, right? So that would be, I don't know, I think like 17 kind of US dollars. So it's definitely not expensive. Yes, Jackie. So with the retrograde, as long as your mind, as you have something to work on to your mind, because see, like if you're in that Four of Swords, because you're a tarot reader, right? So you know what the Four of Swords means. So the Four of Swords is when the mind is at peace, right? We have that. It's always like a person sleeping, essentially meditating. Yeah, I thought it was gonna pop out. But if your mind is not in a general energy of the Four of Swords, when Mercury, because Mercury is responsible for the mind, right, communication, mind, all that, then it will bring it up to you to see what the problem is, right? So let's see in your case here. Let me pull some cards here and see what we get. Okay, what can you tell us about the Mercury retrograde for yeah, see the Lovers, look, Gemini, right? So anything that's got to do with the mind, right, with the mind not being aligned with your soul, right? Because yeah, see, it needs to be stable, it needs to be grounded, it needs to be very trustworthy energy, but it's almost like it's trustworthy to you, you know, like sometimes we feel in such a way where we trust our energy, we know it's there, and we know we feel it, we know we can use it, we know we are resourceful, right? But if your mind is not aligned with that kind of, you know, thinking, because that's being aligned with your higher self, right? But if you're not aligned that way, then the Mercury retrograde will bring stuff up to you, right? So you can take a look at them, because that's what the retrogrades do, right? Like when the planet is moving forward, then, you know, obviously we're accomplishing, we're manifesting, we're doing all that. When the planet is retrograde, we look within. Yeah, well, because that's what it happens, right? And I'll tell you another thing, Jackie, like I've noticed when I have work to do on myself, or you know, it's like an energetic climate what I need to use that energy to see some things about myself, like my spirits will have me like, you know, kind of like not go online or not do readings and stuff, because if our energy it's a bit jumbled, then our readings don't come out straight, right? So I mean, yeah, it's, you know, our work is to come here and read, but it's like the work that goes, you know, into it behind the scenes is like insane. Like the amount of energetic clearing you have to do all the time. Like, I mean, as a reader, you have to absolutely be on top of your energy. You know, you need to you need to be connected with yourself, right? And we know that the mind has a funny way of taking us out of our own energy. You know, it's kind of just going like this and there, and you know, looks at possibilities and lack of possibilities. But either way, you know, it can unground us big time, right? Because it's that air energy, and air is a lot of things, but it's not grounded. My fear of giving people a bad reading. So I mean, yeah, and you know what? That's fine if that's what you feel, because you know it's not a constant. Being a tarot reader, it's a creative endeavor. You know, it's definitely you know, it taps into your creativity, because so does the intuition. And you know, and we have the Queen of Cups energy, which again is really like intuitive, and you know, it's connected to the emotions and stuff. And just like anything creative, like you do have dry spells. So yeah, don't worry about that. You know, it's meant to be. It's, you know, the way it needs to be, and it just really helps you be more in control of your energy. You know. Yeah, because and another thing I've noticed, like every time I kind of lose my track, like I forget who I am, then spirit will put me in kind of like a hermit mode, because if I don't know who I am, I can't make the difference between my energy and the one that I'm reading, so I can't read the thing because I assume it's me, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, we're talking about the same thing. See, so they want you to meditate. They want you, the Four of Cups, they want you to take some time and, to kind of like bring your emotions in, in some kind of a balance. And as we know, Spirit will not keep us for very long in this Four of Cups because there's no growth. The Four of Cups actually, it's always like a very comfortable energy. It's so at peace and you're fine. You don't need anyone. You don't need anything. You're there with your dreams, with your hopes, and you pretty much dream your life away. So Spirit, when they put us in this Four of Cups, is not for a long time, okay? Because there's no growth. It's the Four of Cups is the moon in Cancer, right? And even in other tarot decks, we have it. I have one tarot deck where it's like a girl and she's like holding four cups, and she's kind of in a weird position with like one leg up, and she's holding one on the air and like one on her shoulder and like two in her hands, and it's like a hard like heavy balancing act. Well, yeah, you will feel usually about 3 days. Yeah, that's a good time to kind of, reassess your energy and come back to yourself. Okay, but yeah, I don't see any problems. It's to align you really. It's for your own good. That's for sure. Yeah, see, look. So we got the Four of Cups, Four of Swords. So here's the person where they're sleeping at the Four of Swords. Right, so yeah, you're basically over there. Spirit is coming to tell you a few things, and when you are at that Four of Swords, which you are supposed to be in the Mercury retrograde, when you are at the Four of Swords, the Mercury retrograde does not touch you. Okay, so I'm speaking from experience here, like I'm not making it up, or yeah, no worries, Jackie. Right, so they're putting you in that energy of meditation and whatever, so you can really get your mind to be at peace. Okay, so yeah, that was the purpose for it. Your gift is not going anywhere. You're not on the wrong path. There's nothing. Like, there's no need for stress. And because they are trying to align you with stability as well, because we have the Lovers here, and then with the King of Pentacles. So we know that the King of Pentacles, it's a very stable energy, it's very abundant, and it's a master manifester energy, right? Yeah, no, I don't even think the attacks work in the retrograde because honestly, most those who do like magic and moon magic and all sorts of like bullshit like that, they usually do the magic right before the retrograde, like a day or two or even a few hours, and then when the retrograde comes, you just got attacked and then you can't find yourself, right? And then they can win easier that way, but. You're protected, you have a gift, and you're on the right track, Jackie. They can't just get to you so easily, and even when they do, your spirit team lets them come through because you need to learn something about yourself. They try to show you something because let's be honest, pain is a very good teacher. I'm not saying I enjoy it, I'm not a masochist, I'm not a sadist or any of that, but me personally, I learn the best when something hurts, right? Like, you can tell a kid, don't put your hand in the fire, a million times, and he might forget, right? But you let him freaking like do it once, he'll never do it again. I don't care how long he lives. Yeah, see? So it's got to do with work and the way you connect with those you work for or to work to help. Jonathan, we do free yes and no questions here. If you would like a reading, just go to my website and you can book one on there, okay? It's under a TikTok live reading, but yeah, it's the same price as the YouTube, okay? So there are a few options there, top right corner menu. Yeah, sometimes we need to learn a lesson. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, so yeah, it's a death and rebirth energy, so expect to come out of this like literally flying towards your future, Jackie. Okay, so yeah, no, you're definitely on track. This is necessary, and yeah, you're exactly where you need to be. Does Sean know that I am on social media? Okay, let's see. Let's see for Pretty Benita. Does Sean know that Benita is on social media? He's saying no. Maybe he's not a social media person? No, he's kind of saying yes, maybe he doesn't. Meaning Insta, yeah. Yeah, it's still giving a no, yeah, so yeah, I don't think he knows. Yeah. Yeah, Jackie, that's exactly what they want you to do with that Four of Cups and that Four of Swords. Is definitely, a lot of like self-reflection and kind of, it's, and everything is leading to an alignment, right? So you're literally like aligning with your higher self and you know your plan that you made here before you incarnated, right? Yeah, see, and sometimes they're saying we, you know, our energy requires a tower, but that's to help us break some chains that hold us down, right? So yeah, it looks bad sometimes, but yeah, it's not, right? And we even have the King of Swords here, so he's gonna help with your ideas and everything. He did not send me a request, yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah, so maybe he's not very much into like Instagram, like some people. I know me personally, if it's not for work, like I didn't even use Facebook. Like I opened my first TikTok account when I actually like had to like post videos, honestly. Like I didn't even know how to use it. Yeah, so I know there are people like that. Yeah, see that he doesn't believe in it. He's not a huge social media fan. He's like, oh my god, that's a whole lot of bullshit and I don't want to deal with. He is, yeah, so yeah, then I don't know, maybe he just didn't find you. Yeah, let's see why. Yeah, the world, whatever it is, that's about to end. Ooh, I should have probably covered her nakedness. Yeah, the Empress and the Queen of Cups. Okay, what's the world about? Okay, the lesson, the Hermit. Oh, you know what it is? I think you're going to attract them on there as well. Yeah, there's something in your energy that's ending. I thought something was ending for him, but no, there's something in your energy that's ending, and it's almost like you're more open. Yeah, you're gonna be able to like attract what you want towards you because you've just learned some lessons about the Five of Swords. This is being lied to, taken advantage of, or yeah. So there's something you're learning, and I feel like after this you will come towards you. Yeah, look, the Emperor. So we have the Empress, and right underneath is the Emperor. It's yeah, it's almost saying it wasn't meant to happen before you learn something to do here with this Five of Swords, which again, you know, is like stealing, lying, deceiving, being done to you. You know, not by you. Yeah, see, something was stuck there at the Eight of Swords. Something was like locked in. So there's something about a lesson that you unlocked something when it comes to connection. Yeah, see, you like literally like made it to the finish line with something. What's this lesson about specifically? Justice. You know what? There's something about you giving too much energy. Yeah, you've learned something. I feel like you've learned to protect your energy. Yeah, yeah, with the moon, it's like it was hidden. What am I missing here, Spirit? Oh, you just made yours. Oh, okay, so maybe yeah, maybe that's what with the world here. Yeah, see, so there's yeah, it could be because I mean the Six of Swords is something that it's almost like science, you know, like it is very much computers and you know like all the swords. Yeah, Queen of Wands. It's almost like you had to go in an energy where you're more kind of like confident. Yeah, that's what he's saying. It's almost like what you maybe like almost like afraid to not afraid, but you just didn't want to put yourself out there kind of thing, and now you're more in the Queen of Wands. You're in that energy where it's like, okay, I will show myself to the entire world, you know? Yeah, see, because again, you found some peace. Everything it's about this Four of Swords during this Mercury retrograde. Yeah, so there are some lessons here too, but you know what? You learned the lesson, whatever the lesson was here with the Four of Wands, that's clearly making it what you need to make. Yeah, look, see, it's got to do with self-love and with some kind of an illusion that you broke through. And with the wheel here is like times are changing. You got your wheel turning. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I would say, if you just open your account, it could have to do with that. Yeah, it was blocked before. Yeah, so it's almost like Spirit didn't allow you to do it before you learned this lesson here. Yeah, and I think it's got to do with exposure and, fear of maybe being seen or being found or not even necessarily fear. It's more like your desire to be out there. Oh my goodness, I hope not, but let's check because that is quite Oh, Manju, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, has Benita's aunt done black magic work on her? No. Yeah, he's giving like a hard no, so yeah, I don't think so. She might have done other things. There's something about family. I think this person is like holding stuff from you. So maybe if it's almost like she doesn't want you to know that you have the right to something. It could be like monetary, to be honest. Yeah, see, with the Ten of Pentacles, it's almost like, yeah, I don't know. Is there maybe like an inheritance or something going on there? Yeah, she does have some plans. She does. She is hiding something. She is, but yeah, it's not showing up as black magic. Yeah, it's more kind of like she doesn't want you to carry the family legacy. It's like she knows somewhere in there that this is coming to you, and she's trying to like keep it away from you. Hello, empathy. What a beautiful name. Yes, definitely. Yeah. So I just ask you guys to subscribe to my channel when you ask your questions, and yeah, you can go right ahead with your free yes and no questions. And if you do want a reading, my website is linked. Oh, something is burdening you, empathy. Okay, something to do with the foundation. Some kind of an illusion, but it's self-love. That's it, some tower as well, so something might have fallen. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, if you just want to go ahead and ask your question, I will be glad to answer it for you. Yeah, it is pretty quiet here, eh? Yeah, I don't know, it's a weird time. I don't know if I've ever come on YouTube at this time. Thank you, Jackie. Did I ever give you mod access here? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. There you go, Jackie. Did Fahad make Instagram account to stalk me? Oh my goodness gracious. Do we have empathy spirits here? All right. Did Fahad make an Instagram account to stalk empathy? No. No, thank God for that. Yeah. Let's see how that person relates to you. If there's anything you need to know. Here, I feel like there's a message for you. Magician, he is up to something. He is up to something. He's trying to manifest something. He feels like he has all the tools. Yeah, I don't think he's necessarily the Instagram account, but he is up to something. Like, I mean, he's cooking a plan, that's for sure. Ooh, because he's trying to get through your defenses. Yeah, he's trying to get through your defenses because you seem to be like, maybe like closed off or kind of like protecting your boundaries. But yeah, he's putting a lot of energy into something. Yeah, Six of Cups, I don't know, but this person might even think that you guys are like meant to be together or to have some kind of a relationship, or maybe you guys have known each other for a long time, but he does seem to think that you guys have like a deep connection, or if you don't, you should. Yeah, and he's working on it really hard. Yeah, I don't blame you, I've done that before. Yeah, sometimes it becomes a lot. Yeah, because he sees your star, but I don't know, this person just wants to have some kind of a victory with you, and he feels that, you're blocking him and not allowing him in, and he is trying, like, I mean, he is, almost like kind of testing your energy to see, like, the weak point where he could come in, that's for sure. Yeah. Hello, Rizia, how are you? Now, Rizia, the yes and no questions are for subscribers only, so go ahead and subscribe, and I will answer your question in the meantime. Okay, is Marshad Abdul coming? Okay. Okay, sounds good, empathy. You're most welcome. All right, do we have Rizia's spirits here? Mm-hmm. Is Marshad Abdullah coming towards her? It's giving a no. Does he have any plans to do so? Is he considering it in any way? Is this person good for Rizia? No. Yeah, no, I don't think anything will come of that relationship. Your spirits don't. I don't think your spirits want him for you. I don't think this person is good for you at all. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, but also, it seems like Spirit is saying here, this is a period where nothing really is moving into whatever this person's, like does for you. Like, let's just say you want to be with this person, right? Like a relationship. Spirit says it's not quite time yet for you to get into something because I feel like something else is coming towards you, a lover's relationship. See, so that is not your person, but you do have someone coming towards you, and that's coming up fast here. Okay, so Spirit is like, no, keep that person out, because yeah, you need to have your clear energies, because you're attracting somebody that's truly for you. Yeah, and this person just really seems to like make you sad, or if they were to come in, they would just keep you in an energy of kind of like regret and stuff. They're under judgment. They probably already made you, they did something that they shouldn't have. Yeah, and Spirit says you walk away from that emotionally, okay? Don't hold on to it, and forgive yourself and others as well. Okay. You're such a good mod, Jackie. Thank you. Okay, let's see what else is in the collective energy. What do I need to know? I feel like there's something else. All right, Spirit, what else do you want to talk about? Who needs to hear what? I am the messenger. Uncertainty. Somebody's a little bit worried as well, okay? So somebody feels a little bit uncertain, not knowing what's coming up, not knowing which direction to go. It's almost like the rug was pulled from under your feet, okay? So you feel like you are floating, and you don't even know how to feel, like probably a lot of worry because of the uncertainty. But Spirit says this is a new beginning here with the Fool. Okay, so it's almost like you cannot yet see what the plan is, but you are about to step into your new life here, and it's meant to happen. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's gonna lead you to the King of Pentacles. This is giving life purpose, being in your North Node, embodying your best self. Yeah, there's been a lot of fight and a lot of conflict as well, but you have overcome it, and because of that, Spirit is giving you a new understanding of your own soul. Okay, so yeah, this is it's almost like a part of your soul comes back to you. Yeah, something that was stolen, very dirty. This was probably like stolen by like the Matrix, or like the Matrix acting through people in your life. Yeah, but again, look, we have all the aces here. There is an activation, and we no longer have to be worried about things that come break our trust, and come attack us when they really should be friends. Yeah, see, that is done. Spirit says we are closing those relationships, we are closing that time, we are putting a death on that cycle, and all that, like nasty, like low, snaky, like stealing from others. That's yeah, it's not so much a possibility like he used to. That's why even black magic doesn't work. It's like he used to. Ooh, this is a star energy. Okay, so it's almost like you don't even realize that you're about to step into your star energy. So that's an energy of being seen, of helping, of oh my god, right, Pastor. Yeah, that's how it happens. Yeah, I'm glad I could help. Hello, Mr. Love. Welcome in. All right, so yeah, somebody is about to step into the star energy. So that's an energy of being seen, of bringing your gifts down to earth and exercising them. Okay, it's a very healing, very Age of Aquarius kind of energy. Okay, and when we are about to step into the star energy, this is very potent. So whatever spirits that feed, on a person's soul, that feed on your future, feed on your good or bad feelings, they would do anything to get a sip of this star energy. Okay, it is very sought after. Okay, like all demonic entities, all low vibrational entities, they would love to get their hands on your star energy. But the thing is, for the only way to get their hands on it, if you do not use it. So when we're about to step into the star energy, before we even are aware of it, it's very visible in the spirit world, right? So because of that, then they start making plans to, like, who, to get in there and to steal it before you access it, before you use it, because if you use it, they can no longer steal it. And with the activation here, with the Ace of Wands, that's clearly someone's activation into the star energy, which is doing what you came here to do. All right, and spirit is like, no, that's no longer working. We are ending that before it even begins. And yeah, somebody's about to be either famous or seen, or even if it's not on the internet or whatever, it's just literally being a very popular person because of the light that you bring into this world. Hi, Mr. Love. I'm doing okay. Thank you. Sunshine girl, look at this. Right, so yeah, somebody's definitely about to step into their highest light. So that tells me right here, somebody's been doing some very good spiritual work. Okay, we don't just access the star energy for being pretty, for, like doing one good deed. No, for the star energies, you have to accept yourself. The good, the bad, like all the things you have to, like, it's almost like you have to do like a past life regression to integrate all the pieces of your soul, because the star energy, you have to have all your soul, all your power called back to you. If you're missing any of your power, you cannot access the star energy. Okay, so yes, I mean, somebody's about to be a big deal here. Definitely. Yeah, wisdom, because whoever you are, you have gathered the wisdom, and this is over lifetimes. Okay, this is not, I woke up one day and I want to be my best self. Like, you cannot fake the star energy. That's why it's like so potent, right? And that's why they would do like anything to get their hands on it. You can even look at it, when like anybody that's siphoning someone's energy, for somebody without a title, you need a lot of it. You need to constantly, like constantly siphon it. When you have the star energies, like one little bit, man, and it keeps them going for a while. Right? So again, it's almost like a drug to these like low vibrational entities, okay? Yeah, look, temperance, divine guidance, okay? And it's the same with the temperance energy as well. Because temperance, it's very like angelic energy, right? So a lot of the times it's giving earth angel energy, right? So it does have that in common with the star. Yeah, and they've been putting work. It's almost whoever you are and that you're about to step into the star energy. These demons or whatever they are, they have been waiting for this for a long time, okay? Because in spirit, you can see that somebody's reaching the level, of like almost stepping into the star energy, and that's what they try to do. Like, I have seen it multiple times, over and over again, before you even know that you're about to exercise your gift. It's like the demons see, right? And then they try to like end like a relationship that you really counted on, or destabilize you in the most terrible, painful way. And the idea here is for your heart to be broken, so they can suck the star energy through the heart chakra, because it has to be given through the heart chakra. Okay, yeah, that's why they pretty much say without an open heart you can't really be in your life purpose. Yeah, especially want to be destiny. Yeah, exactly, that's exactly yeah, destiny swappers, absolutely. Yes, Marina, definitely. Okay, Mr. Love, do you have anything specific, or yeah, see, and oh my god, this low vibrational entities are under heavy judgment, you guys. Wow, man, yeah, spirit is, and they say some of those entities are actually our world leaders. Okay, so yeah, we might start seeing stuff on TV, system falling, people abdicating, like, I mean, or whatever the energy is, maybe, suddenly the Pope doesn't want to be there anymore. Like, I mean, but either way, a lot of this is happening, right? So, yeah, vibrate high and protect your energy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, Pottery Spirit says that's genius. What you just said is literally a genius move, and yet sometimes we forget. Oh, wow. Yeah, High Priestess, right? So this is our confirmation that that's exactly what it is. Exactly, with the King of Swords, that's an energy of speaking and communication as well. And with it being the Kings, it's like at the top of the suit, right? At the top of the suit of swords, right? So the Kings are basically when you have mastered the energy, like all of it. You've mastered it now. You really know what the fuck you're doing with it. You can exercise it. You can play with it. You can break the rules because you know them so well. So you know that. And when it comes to the swords, the King of Swords is like literally a genius. Yeah. You want to take a look into your finances, Mr. Love? Okay, let's do that. Do you have any specific questions, or? And they do like really like words are every, well, they even don't we even like so many like religions or what spiritual systems or whatever, they think they say that the world was created through speaking, right? Like, you know, like God spoke the world into existence, right? Oh, we'd love to have you here, Mr. Love. Absolutely. All right. Okay, so for your finances, there's a death and rebirth energy, which is no surprise. Oh, I'm glad I can do that. I am so glad. That's why I'm here. That's why I do what I do. I even asked Spirit yesterday. I'm like, okay, so what do because I was like, can I do some readings about, like darker energies coming in, those like super exciting, where like people are like, oh my God, wow, yay, okay. And Spirit is like, no, I'm gonna have you talk about fucking success. That's what you're gonna talk about. And I'm like, but it's not as fun. Yeah, Spirit is like, no, it doesn't have to be fun. But so you coming here, Mr. Love, saying that I give you hope. I mean, I can understand why Spirit is saying that. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, but back to you. So you're going through an energy of death and rebirth over there. So there's clearly a level up of your energy here. Yeah, and when it comes to work, look at this. Hello, Crystal. Right. So when it comes to work, right? So you have gone through a death and rebirth in your relationships, in maybe the way you see yourself, everything. So Spirit says now we're gonna do that with your work, okay? Yeah, because there's something that kept you sad, something that had to do with your work, or maybe you manifested what you have now from a place of sadness, and Crystal, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a look into that. Right, so yeah, Spirit says you deserve the 10 of Pentacles. Now this is legacy. This is the kind of work that you can pass down to your children, to others, right? Like it's the kind of work that stays on earth long after you're gone, like legacy. We all know what that means. So Spirit says you were in a place like in a low vibration, okay, like sadness, lack of trust, maybe certain regret, maybe like people didn't do the right thing, and of course we hurt, right? Like, yeah, we're human, right? So Spirit is like, yeah, we had to demolish all of that, we had to burn to ashes so we can rise again, like the phoenix, essentially, right? Is that Scorpio, death and rebirth energy, right? So it's meant to happen. If there's something that you're like, whoa, this is crazy, I've never done this, I wouldn't be surprised if you have to do something new that you've never done before. I know my thing. Yes, Spirit does. Yeah, see, so intuition. Spirit says here you're gonna have to go on your intuition because things logically, it's possible they will not make sense. So Spirit is like, I need you to believe that you're going in the right direction. This is for you, and this is due to you. Because you truly do work like really, really well. But the thing is, it's almost like, the way that it was set up, we can no longer have that because it wouldn't give you that legacy, it wouldn't bring you that 10 of Pentacles, right? So Spirit is like, yeah, there's a little bit of a reset here, not a little bit, it's actually a big reset. And with the death and rebirth, is not quick like the Tower, right? The death and rebirth is like a slower energy because well, just like death and rebirth, it doesn't happen in a second, right? So there's a transition. Okay, there's a transition, so just stay cool, like listen to your intuition, okay? And I know that you know how to do that because it will take you to like literally your happiness. Yeah, release, okay? So now spirit wants you to release, like and if I was to guess, it's probably this five of cups here. So spirit is like, we need to release these energies of sadness, regret, and the past is like, leave it in the past where it belongs. That's what it needs to be. And now the future, we don't want this energy in there. Arisha, if you just give me 1 second, let me just do this for Mr. Love, and I will answer your guys' questions. Yeah, fierce, right? So spirit is like, tap into that power, okay? You are very fierce, okay? You have the life, you have the drive, you have the fire, and definitely you're capable of going through this transformation. Like, absolutely. Okay, yeah, and because what you're going now, look, I don't, all my cards are into the upright, but it came up in the reverse, and good thing you did, because it's the Seven of Swords. This is people messing your thing up. It's almost like people, like you can see here, like you don't even need to be able to read. Like, look at that guy over there. See, like he's in the camp, they're supposed to be friends, yeah, and he's freaking waiting to like stab them as they walk from the back. Right, so that is in the reverse. Spirit is like, we are done with that, and that's why you need to release whatever worry, low vibration, like not quite victim mentality, but like sometimes when we get hit and betrayed by people we love and we trust, eventually it's like, holy shit, there's not even one good person out there. Right? So spirit is like, I need you to believe there is. The same way you are a good person, the same way you are honest, the same way you are fair, there are others. Okay, so let's up the vibration, and you're gonna invite those people in through your high vibration, and everything will make a whole lot of sense. And you're gonna see, looking back, you're gonna see why everything had to happen. And again, spirit is insisting with that intuition. So that's telling me right there that you almost kind of want to be like worried because you can't see it. It's almost like you look at it and you're like, I just can't see how this is gonna work. But no, spirit is like, there was also other things before and you didn't see how it would work, yet it worked. Okay, so the same thing, we are going to do this about your work now, right? Yeah, flow. Exactly. So we are going into an energy of flow, which is the opposition or the opposite of controlling. There are times when you have to like push and like really put your back into it and like get all that fire going. Not here. Here we're in an energy of water. Okay, and what else do we have here? Yeah, again, we got flow, right? So we're like flowing with the energy. It's almost like your own energy is guiding you to where you need to go. Okay, so we really need to ease into it. Well, just like that, because you guys, I don't know if you ever thought about it, but birth, like the process of birth, it's actually quite aggressive, right? There's like blood, there's like the baby crying. As soon as the baby comes out, we have to smack it to make sure that it's alive. Like, the mother is in pain, the body is pretty much going crazy. Like, it's a very violent energy. But death, on the other hand, is very peaceful, right? Like, it's almost, and they say when people, even like when we die and stuff, we're always going to a better place, kind of thing, like we're always kind of cold and we just like release, we give in to it, we flow beautifully, right? So with the death and rebirth, first we have to flow, and then there will be a time when we have to be like when we have to push the energy, right, to like put our back into it, to light it up, to like blow it up with the fire. You get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, and again, the high priestess, my god, your intuition is gonna take you somewhere. Look at this. Your intuition will take you exactly where you need to get. Yeah, unity, right? Because you are going to find your people to work with. The same way you work with spirits, you are going to be able to work with other people that you can trust just as much. Yeah, look, Nine of Cups. Look how happy they are. They had a day at work and then they go out together to like drink a little bit, to, eat together, and it's nobody's house and nobody has to clean up. It's just a public place, right? Yet there's like so much happiness and contentment. The Nine of Cups, it's an energy of being content, like happy with yourself. Yeah, and that time is coming with the Wheel of Fortune is being weaved right now as we speak, and it will open up. Okay, this is a portal as well, and it's also karma. You've been putting in good work into your life. You've been being honest. people took from you and everything, but all that gathered a lot of good karma, right? So maybe you were at the bottom of the wheel, now you're gonna be at the top of the wheel, and that's what is really gonna open up. Okay, so I don't see any issues, to be honest. It's a little bit of a wait and it's slow and all that, but you can, you're not in any danger. I don't see you being in any danger. All right, you guys, let's answer some more questions. Crystal, are you still here? And Arisha, are you still here? You guys let me know if you are, and I will answer your questions. Crystal, okay, so let's see. Do we have crystal spirits here? All right, will Crystal find peace soon? Yes, that's a hard yes, Crystal. Yeah. Okay, and Arisha is here too. Hang on, Crystal, I'm gonna pull some cards for you. Okay, and for Arisha, we have... Do we have Arisha spirits here? Oh my god, Arisha, your spirits are powerful. My god. Does Otis feel anything romantic for me? Yes. Is this a good relationship for Arisha? Yeah. You know what, Arisha? Your spirits agree with this part. Agree with this relationship. And when they say yes for a relationship, is not to be taken lightly, because they love to complain about those people we get with, honestly, because it's dangerous. You can really like mess up in our entire life. You're welcome, Mr. Love. It's a pleasure always. Okay, I am intuitive too. Recently, I started getting dreams that happened the next day. Oh my god, okay. Wow, okay, that's great, yeah. Does he wanna step, towards me? Okay, let's see. Okay, so you know what, let me just quickly look into Candace's situation there, because I know she, yeah, she could use some guidance here. Let me see, what deck do they want? This one. All right, hang on, Candace, I gotcha. Okay, so what does Crystal need to focus on right now to bring her peace back and keep it, okay? Because, when we bring the peace back, we want it to be here to stay, right? We don't want to borrow it. We want to hold it. Okay, what do we need to know here? Affluence. Okay, so you know what it is, Crystal? You have probably been going through a hard time because you are about to influence a lot of people. Now, well, it's a it's a gift, Crystal. Yeah, that's how, like, yeah. Don't worry, like, it took me a very long time to accept the fact that this, my gift is really for real too. A lot of friends tried to convince me before, so I know how this can come as like incredible, right? But yeah, so you are meant to influence a lot of people, okay? Again, this is giving that star energy, right? So in order for you to be able to influence a lot of people in a very positive way, it's almost like the universe needs you. You're not even aware of this first, but when we have this affluence energy, we need to clear up our energy, and it's sometimes it's a painful process, okay? But you need to go through it. You know what I mean? And it's probably why you feel like you lost your peace, because it's almost like a system of change, right? So you need to go through stuff, you need to understand stuff, you need to outstand. It's a fight. It's a test, and it's a test that it's a very hard test, because why do you think that not everybody has the power to influence people? Because it's not that easy. Okay, so I know it's annoying when people say, like, God gives the hardest battles to their hardest warriors, but seriously, it's what it is. Like, to put it simple, yes, it is for you, Crystal. Yeah, right. So yeah, you're going somewhere, so that's why it's been really, really hard. Yeah, Earth, because you wouldn't be able, if you didn't go through the changes and the lack of peace, the stress that you've been going through, you wouldn't be able. Yeah, well, yeah, because exactly how it looks, because if you didn't go through what you're going through right now, codes have to be activated, and then you couldn't ground the energy, right? Earth, This is like grounding the energy, right? But you couldn't ground it because it's in the reverse, right? So spirit is like, we had to really like come in and it's almost like play with the volumes and the controls of your energy to bring it to like such a place where you can actually hold, because believe it or not, you have a gift coming in. Look at this. Divinity, can't make it up. Okay, so you needed to realize your divinity. Okay, so you had to like go through things. It's almost like a lot had to be stripped away, stripped down, so you can really see who the hell you are. Because you're overlooking yourself. And look, protection. Okay, if you did go through a relationship, I'm getting the divine masculine here. So it could be like a relationship that maybe, either failed or there were problems or whatever. Spirit wants you to know that that was your protection, okay? Because you couldn't have that person. Alternatively, they want you to be in a masculine energy, meaning that you go after what you want. You go towards accomplishing your goals. You don't necessarily sit there and attract like the empress, but more like the emperor. Like, you actually have to be in control. You got to make a plan. You got to be quiet about it. And, you got to set the cogs in motion. Okay, so what is happening to you right now? It's basically you trying to refuse this energy, and spirit like just pretty much like hustling with you over it, right? So they're like, the more you calm down, and the second you realize that you are in fact important. I was getting this energy as I was reading. I'm like, she probably thinks that's bullshit. She's like, what? Like, who? And I was in this energy before. I wasn't always like on YouTube and TikTok doing lives and like people listening to what I have to say. As a matter of fact, I was in hermit mode for 10 years. So I am so familiar to how you feel right now. And yeah, that's honestly, I know exactly how you're feeling. So right now you're like, oh my God, there's no way. Like, this is crazy. But I'm telling you, in a year or so, you're going to look back and you're gonna be like, man, that crazy a crazy lady on YouTube, like, I can't believe it. Yeah, because you have a gift here, right? So yeah, but you do need to get into your masculine energy, as into you need to know who you are, you need to know what you're capable of, and you need to go after what you want, right? Because you've been putting your dreams on hold, on ice, for too long, right? And again, the timelines are splitting now, so stay away from the hermit, right, Marina? Yeah, so the timelines are splitting now, so spirit has been calling their warriors to the front. Okay, so before we were able to just chill there and avoid, like doing what we came here to do. That time is over, okay? Like, the world is changing, and what's about to happen on this planet we've never seen before. And we need those special souls who can actually do what they came here to do, okay? And sometimes we're just in this position where spirit is like, like I'm done with this. That's what happened with me too. Is like, I'm done with hermit mode. I had everything. I was so freaking comfortable. I thought it was gonna be like that forever. 48 hours later, everything is like literally in pieces, and I have no idea what fucking direction I'm going, what I'm gonna do. I was so fucking scared I couldn't even cry. Like, my heart was literally broken. Like, I never felt like my heart was like bleeding. And it did. And when I looked at it, it was bleeding light. So then I was like, wait a minute. And I remember the second when I decided, like I was like crying. It was like, so like, the pain is just undescribable. And I remember there, and I could seriously felt like my heart chakra was breaking, and I was like, oh my God, like, I seriously for a second thought I'm dying. But you know what? It's almost like it broke open, and there was almost like a flower, like a plant, like a, like a stem, a green stem with like a white light. Like oh, thank you, Ro. You're so sweet. Thank you. Right. And yeah, ever since then, when my gifts started coming online, I started understanding some things. And it's also about something, because you pour too much into other people, because if you came here to do something, you came here with a job, your energy is powerful. But why do you not realize it? Is because you've given it away. So there are times when spirit will be like, we're fucking done. They're starting to cut cords, people are leaving your life, and you just don't understand what's happening. But when you calm down, you look back, you're gonna see that is a divine plan. It had to happen like this, or else you wouldn't have stepped into the energy you need to be in. And you are a leader here. Like, again, you're gonna see, because you can't evade it. You know what I mean? When spirit says it is time for you to take your motherfucking throne, nothing can stop it. Not even you. Not even you. Yeah, look, transmute. They're like, it's time to transmute that energy. And what we talked about, about like crying and your heart opening and all that, right? Because it's the heart chakra that does the manifestation, right? And look what we get: meditate and transmute. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's why I recognize this energy right away, because I am very familiar with it. I've gone through it not too long ago myself. So yeah, you're gonna see like all this is gonna come to pass, right? Yeah, look, knowledge. Spirit just gave you the knowledge you need, right? So now, good fortune. Look at this. Can't make it up. Like literally cannot make it up. New moon. That's a new start, a new plan, a new life. And this time is with good fortune, because you're not going to be wasting your energy on others anymore. And you don't even realize how much you give others until spirit really comes to you and gets on your ass about it. And when you start cutting people off, like actually cutting people out, like you don't even, like, you get so much energy, you feel like you feel like you could run like around town for days, and it doesn't run out. Because when you give people your energy, you still gather it. Sometimes they leave you alone for a bit, you go into like hermit mode, you gather some, you feel good a little bit, then they come around, then you kind of forget and you give it all to them. When you cut people out entirely and you focus on yourself, that doesn't run out. And yeah, it's it's you. It's like finally you're more you than you've ever been. Well, that's why they call it divinity. Look, home. Because your energy comes home. You call that shit back to you. Yeah. And that's the message spirit says. Hello, Simona. How are you? Nice to see you here. Welcome in. Look, I got the dress from you. I love it. Okay, and do we still have Orisha here? Can you give me a card reading for the situation? Okay, sounds good, Orisha. I gotcha, honey. I gotcha. Blessings to you, Crystal. And I know I'm going to hear of you. I don't know if it's going to be through a YouTube channel. I don't know, but I know for sure I'm going to hear of you. I don't doubt it. Yeah, courage. And that divine masculine again. Go after what's yours. Yeah, it belongs to you. Okay, so let's see. Is the person... What does this person want from Orisha? What is it? What is it? Ancestors coming through. We know somebody's about to be. Okay, does he want to step towards me? Okay. All right, let's see. What does Orisha's person want from her? How does he relate to her? What does she need to know? Okay, so let's do a quick relationship spread here. All right. So your energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles. You're down to earth. You're beautiful. You're the kind of person that people like to take even home to their parents, okay? So nobody's ashamed to be out with you in public, okay? You carry yourself really beautifully, but another thing, you are not easy to take advantage of, okay? You're the Queen of Pentacles, because she's not like the Queen of Cups. She doesn't just believe you. The Queen of Pentacles is like, okay, you say you love me, but if you freaking do nothing for me, if you cause nothing but disturbance in my life, then is that really truly love? She's like, I don't know. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't fucking make sense, all right? So you're not likely to just believe anybody and like whatever they want to say. Yeah, exactly, because right, Queen of Pentacles, and you're really, really also very in control of your emotions, okay? And the King of Cups, you're very emotionally mature, and you are not the Queen of Pentacles because you're materialistic. You're not the Queen of Pentacles because you don't have the power to feel emotions. Hello, Michael. But you really have a very wide emotional bandwidth, but you've probably been through situations and you realize that emotions are good. We do need them. We need them to connect, but we don't need to connect with just everybody and anybody just because they say they love us, kind of thing, right? You have been burdened before. Definitely have been burdened before, and you learned what you want, okay? It's almost like you have a plan. I don't lose control. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so to be like this at 22, that's absolutely impressive. Yeah, you don't believe them anymore. No, it's you look for the proof. The proof is in the pudding, like they say. Michael, how do I connect with my spirits? Or yeah, see, and look how independent you are, Orisha. The Nine of Pentacles. These are the builders of the new world. You know, the Nine of Pentacles, you're completely independent. You know that you don't need anybody, not financially, not in any way. Doesn't mean you're not collaborating with people when the relationship is right, but to actually take from you to give to someone so you don't lose them, you ain't gonna do that. Okay, so very good work, man. I love it. It's so refreshing to see an energy like this. Oh my God. Fuck, I love it. Yeah, see? So the future is yours and you know it. Okay, yeah, you're confident, you know you've done the work, and you know the good things will come because you have done what you have to do. Absolutely, and you're divinely guided too, and you know that as well. Yeah, look, and the Ace of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacles here, okay? So you are very grounded, very down to earth. Um, your energy is very potent, honestly. That's how I would say it. You know, you know what you want and you know how to get it too, okay? So you are not confused. You know, you might have been burdened before, but not confused. What's that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, right? And it's just, that's what's so attractive, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when a person doesn't need someone, man, it's like you are in such a beautiful energy and everyone wants to come towards you, right? Okay, are you an earth sign as well, maybe? Oh my goodness, there you go. So Pottery knows about chemical engineer. Okay, so for this person, we have love here, okay? So they are not coming towards you properly. Okay, so they are coming in an energy, they feel like they love you, but I feel like what they really do is try to matter you. And okay, so this person, Arisha, that's why your spirits do not like him. He comes to present himself as, oh, you know, I love you. Let's do all that like love things and everything. But the problem is, and that's what you catch him, he is very burdened with the fact that you're in the King of Cups, that you're actually very stable. You know, he's burdened by the fact that you are so in control of your emotions. Yet, he wants to come in and say it's love. So it's like right there, Spirit is like, what's up with that, man? That doesn't add up. Yeah, you guys are not together. Do you, what are you thinking to maybe be with him? Yeah, because, yeah, this is a pretender here. Yeah, the Knight of Swords is like, he makes everything like really, really clear, but he just doesn't like your independence, doesn't like your emotional stability. Yeah, see, and with the six of cups here, something happened in this relationship that I'm not seeing yet. There's something I'm missing. But yeah, it's almost like you know, he feels like he can tell you anything because you guys know each other, or you've known each other for a long time. He is being tested for something here too. What is he being tested for, Spirit? Oh, for trustworthiness. Okay, so it seems to have a problem. Like Spirit doesn't really trust them for some reason. Tell us more, Spirit. Why exactly? Okay, well, with the Chariot, because in the energy he's in, it's almost like he doesn't have enough confidence for him to let you move forward. Okay, when we see a person that has a problem with your Chariot, it's like you're moving too fast and they're worried they're not going to be able to keep up with you, so then they try to kind of like stop your movement forward. Okay, so yeah, this person needs to work on their confidence. Yeah, see, they're quite stressed out about the fact that you can't really move forward and be independent and be successful. Yeah, he's worried because he sees you go through like obstacles, and he's like, nothing can stand in your way. When you set it in your head that you want to go somewhere, you're gonna get there. And he's like, oh my goodness, I want her to need me, yet you don't need anybody. So you see the problem there? He needs to grow the fuck up. Yeah, and at peace here, he's like, yeah, Spirit says he needs to work on his mind. Like, he absolutely needs to work on his mind, and his spirits are there to help him. But what is he gonna do? Right now, he's being tested. Like, right at this moment, he's under judgment. Yeah, to see if the wheel will turn in his favor or away from you. He does have feelings for you. Yeah, he does. But I feel he doesn't understand his feelings properly. Yeah, there is something like he's worried about how far you can get. Does he have feelings for Arisha? Okay, is it truly love? So that's why your spirits are giving him a chance, because it is in fact love. Is there a danger here for this person trying to keep Orisha back from her movement? Yeah. See, so that's exactly what your spirits are concerned with. They're like, we don't know if he can keep up with you because you're going fast, Summer, okay? You have direction, you have stability, you have control over your situation. And, you know, if this person comes in with like, oh, I love you, or you're breaking my heart, or you're going too fast, oh, wait for me, oh, this and that, you know, your spirits are like, you don't need to be carrying that kind of baggage. Okay, so because of that, you know, unless he really steps up into like a better self, you know, and like sees what he wants from life, how to get there and get that confidence, it's almost like there's no match. Okay, so he's not inherently a bad person. You know, he's not. But yeah, he's got some work to do on himself for sure. You know, like he would probably be okay with another person that was not as stable as yourself. But yeah, with you, Spirit is like, we need him. Yeah, whoever your counterpart is needs to be better than this. Yeah, see, because he's showing up as a karmic path, right? So yeah, we don't, you know, Spirit is like, you don't need to learn this lesson that you've already learned, right? Because you've clearly learned the lesson, right? So yeah, unless he gets his shit together, you would just turn into a karmic relationship, and that would be a complete waste of your time. Yeah, healer, he needs to heal her, okay? Yeah, and death and rebirth does that transformation energy. So yeah, he needs to, and you grounded. Yeah, so he needs to get into like a higher development, like, you know, soul development. That's what it is. Yeah, you're to put it simply, you're too good for him. You're too advanced for him. So let's just hope he's gonna, you know, do what he needs to do and hopefully making it. Okay, you guys, I have to go let my dog in because I think the storms are coming. I hear like all sorts of things outside. And if you guys want to do some more yes and no questions after, I will be happy to do so. If I'm glad, Dorisha. Yeah, you are most welcome. And yeah, if anybody wants a reading, you guys, I will take one or two. I don't have much time left, but okay, let me see here. Okay, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna be back in just a few minutes, you guys, okay? hairy dog, honest to God, she like shook like really hard and it got me all like wet everywhere. Michael, for the readings, you can get one on my website, and they are in Canadian dollars. So, like 15 minutes would be like about like 17 American dollars. Willow, good God! Sorry, guys, I have to put it away. Willow, are you crazy? What's up with you, girl? What's up with you? Oh Lord, sorry about that, you guys. Sending love, Mr. Love, nice to see you. Okay. Does anybody have any more questions? Or wow, okay. Well, she made quite a mess here. But you know what? She actually spelled these shamanic cards, so they are good. Yeah, go ahead and ask Mr. Love. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know today? Yeah, I know you can ask as many questions as you like. Normally, the yes and no questions are free for subscribers, right? And for a reading, is you would have to purchase it on my website. But you know, I am kind of new to the YouTube live, so you know, I've been doing a lot of free readings and stuff, and especially if it's not busy or you know, I don't have actual orders. Yeah, but yeah, you can ask as many as you like. Will I find a stepmom for my kids? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to unpack that a little bit. Okay, do we have Michael's spirits here? Okay, definitely. I'm getting a very gentle energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's very peaceful. Will Michael be able to find a stepmom for his kids? Yes. Yes, hang on. Let's see what you need to know there. Yeah, me too, Michael, so I understand. Yeah. And Mr. Love, I'll take a look at what your ancestors have to say after, okay? Let me just help Michael here. Flow. Okay, so your spirits are saying do not try to force the issue, okay? The more you flow, and I mean, it's hard. When you're a single parent, it's impossibly hard to just flow with the energy, okay? Because you're responsible for those little souls, and it's like the hardest thing to do. And yeah, spirit asked me to do the same thing all the time, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, these are kids. I need to raise them. It's just me. Like, it's me when it comes to money. It's me when it comes to education. It's me when it comes to like literally anything. So it's really hard to flow. It's almost like you get into that energy where you feel like you need to have control over the future. And I completely understand, right? But spirit says here, they want you to flow with the energy because there is something coming to you. And if you are in an in an energy of control, it's almost like you can miss it because you don't see it. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way. My daughter is 7 years old, and yeah, ever since last summer, I'm a single parent, and it's different. It is, and it's a lot of responsibility. And you know, you don't even realize when you don't have kids how much freedom you have to work. It's like money doesn't even stress you out because you can just work freaking 20 hours a day and sleep 4. When you have a kid, you can't do that. You can work weekends. They make a complete mess every day, all day. You cannot ignore them because they turn into complete messes. Yeah, oh my goodness, that is so sweet. Yeah, so I imagine with you, and they're going into the teenage years too, so I can see the stress. I mean, I am not blaming you one little bit. It's yeah, it's hard. It's definitely very hard, but I know that your spirits are here for you. Right, so they want you to be in this energy of flow, because if you think about it, when you're in the energy of flow, you're more attractive. You know, like attractive as in you attract your abundance to you, right? When you are in that emperor energy, that's the divine masculine, that's the chaser, right? Like the person that has a plan, goes and like after his dreams. But when you are, you know, in the flow energy, you're like attracting all this to you. You know what I mean? So I think the idea here is for you to, be in flow and be, because I am telling you, a lot of women would, like be willing to go with a single father. Like, I mean, you can even ask the girls here in the chat. It's like just the fact that a father steps up so much to single-handedly take care of two little children. Like, I mean, right there, it says a lot about you, about your sense of responsibility, about your groundedness, about just your heart. You know what I mean? Because not everybody would do that. There are others who would try to get their parents to help, who would try to get, the ex-wife or whatever the case is to help, or like, but it's like, no, you're literally stepping up and pretty much doing the impossible, because I feel like it is harder for a male to be a single parent. Yeah, no, it's true. Like, I mean, I got goosebumps. It's absolutely true. And women see that because, like women are like nurturing, so they can pick up on that nurturing energy, right? So, yeah, and we have the hunter. Okay, so flow. Okay, so don't think for a second that if you're in an energy of flow, you're not seeking. Okay, your energy can be in flow, yet seek for what you want. Okay, so it's almost like there's it's like by being receptive, you're actually, and it's super counterintuitive, but by being receptive, you're actually hunting what you want. You know what I mean? And it's hard to even wrap your mind around it, but I understand what they're saying here. Yeah, the Cancer. See, so you have lots of help. You definitely have like lots of help from the other world, from the spirits and everything. So I feel like the way spirit looks at it is looking about the children. You know what I mean? So, yeah, those, you feel like you're the only one responsible. When you're a single parent, you feel like nobody cares, like it's just me. If I leave these kids, like, what will come of them? Nobody cares. Like, I mean, everybody says they care and they love the kids, but do they really, any of them do anything? They don't. Right? So, spirit is saying here they are watching, okay? They see you. And there's already been a justice call here, okay? So something is due to you here, right? Like something is meant to come towards you. But, if you're closed off, or if you, like it's almost like you don't believe, you're blocking that manifestation. But with the council here, this is really giving, there was a justice call. There was a judgment, and they've already decided you are going to have what you're looking for here, okay? And the help, because it's necessary, right? And it's just the right thing to do. And unlike people, spirit really sticks to justice. Like they don't mess around when it comes to that, right? So yeah, it's due to you. They just don't want you to mess it by being too closed off or negative about the whole thing, right? Like it's almost like it's saying like stay open because it's coming, even though you don't believe it's coming. It is in fact coming. Yeah, smoky mirror. See, you cannot see it. You literally cannot see it. It's almost like you're looking into a mirror that's smoky, right? So yeah, don't you're looking for the evidence, but spirit is like, there's no evidence. You will see it when it happens. Why can't they show you the evidence for this? Well, it's just how manifestation works, really, but I feel like you really need to know this. Okay, so we have the staff. So they are basically saying there is an activation happening right now. And this is always happening behind the veil. And when we have an activation, it's, that kind of... you can even think of it as the Big Bang. You know how they say the universe was made from like a small point? And it just exploded into like, the immensity that it is, right? So you can never, it's like you do not see the evidence until this energy gets activated in your life, right? So don't look for the evidence. It's not about that. It's like you need to know it in your heart. Yeah, and sorry guys. And we have the curse here as well. So it's almost like you've overcome something. So that's why the council is so close to you, because this is giving like the, like the high councils, like, angels and, just a whole lot of like, even like galactic like energies here, right? And you broke some kind of a curse here, okay? So because it's about the kids, I'm tempted to say this was an ancestral curse, but you freaking broke it. So we always get stuff in return. We always get an activation. We always get a new beginning. We always get, a new gift that's coming to us every time we break a curse, okay? Because we save all of our ancestors, okay, when we do that. So I don't know what you did and you know what you did in your life, but you clearly overcame a lot of stuff, even if you don't realize you did. In spirit, you did the impossible, essentially, okay? Because many have tried to do in your ancestral line what you're doing, but they weren't successful. And we have here stand still, okay? So then again, it comes back to be open, stand. You don't have to seek, you don't have to go anywhere. This will literally come to you. Yeah, the rainmaker. See, manifestation. We have to keep that power of manifestation in mind. And rule number one of manifestation is you gotta believe in it. Because if you don't believe in it, it's, you know, you're blocking it. It's not even that you need to believe in it to make it happen. It's like you need to believe in it because otherwise you're blocking it, right? Because the mind, it's a powerful thing. Okay, let's see when this is likely to happen. Will this be within a year? Okay, so they say you're gonna meet someone within the year here. So let's pull a time oracle and see when that's likely to happen. Yeah, and after this and after I do Mr. Love's reading, you guys, I am going to log off because my daughter is calling me and she will probably not stop calling me. You're welcome, Michael. Within 6 months. Okay, so you are very likely to meet someone within 6 months. Okay. Yeah, but it's also saying don't wait around, okay? So live your life, do what you have to do, right, Simona? Yeah, have faith, yeah. Well, really, like, I mean, yeah, Simona is in the same situation, me, Marina, you know, like, yeah, it's not, you know, it's not as uncommon. So, yeah, people, you know, sometimes when you're in this situation, you feel like nobody understands what you're going through, but you would be surprised how many people do understand, in fact. Yeah, see, and within a year, this whole problem will be solved. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it's you will meet somebody, but you know, it's very important to keep that energy of peace, right? And just know that it's gonna happen because it really will happen. Like, I mean, you would have to try pretty freaking hard to block this when we have the council and all this here, like yeah, it's very hard to stop, okay? So just stay calm and it will come, it will come. All right, and Benita. Let go and let God. That's it. Oh my God, Benita, absolutely. Will Sean try to approach me, talk to me at his aunt's surprise birthday party? Okay, let's take a look and see what we get about that. Will Sean try to approach Benita? Yeah. Yeah, he will, but it's almost like he doesn't have much faith, to be honest. Yeah, that's it. Like, he will do it just because he always does it, but he just feels like the same thing will happen, like, as usual. You know, so yeah, if you can try, you know, like we've gone over it before, if you can try to kind of like be more open to this relationship and kind of like even something small, let him know that you actually do return you know, his feelings and stuff, then I feel this relationship will really like pick up for sure. All right, Mr. Love, are you still here? Okay, sounds good, Benita, you got this. You're gonna come back with news next week, watch. Yeah, something will move. It might not be something big and huge and whatever, but I feel like there will be small movement. You are most welcome, my dear, anytime. I don't know if Mr. Love is still here. If you are, oh, there's my daughter. Yeah, so maybe Mr. Love is not here anymore. Well, Mr. Love, I'm gonna be back tomorrow, okay? So you can, if you listen to this recording, and you guys, you can always see your readings. I make the lives public, okay? After I log off, then I just go and make them public, so you guys can just go under my you know, the live tab over there, and you can see your readings. And let's see for Vanessa. Mr. Love, you are okay. Do we have Vanessa spirits here? Excellent. Is Matthew Kirby cheating? No. Good, Matthew. Yeah, no, I don't see any cheating. Okay, Mr. Love, let me see what your ancestors have to say and what they want you to know. Yeah, I think I want to spend a lot more time on YouTube, you guys, lives and stuff. I might even start doing them at night. I don't know. TikTok is just... It's not even like they're stressing me out, but they're kind of like stressing me out, and I'm tired of being stressed out by any platform or anybody, period. Influence, like, Mr. Love, you're gonna meet somebody that's gonna influence you in the right direction. Yeah, there's someone coming your way here. Yeah, so they are observing. They are literally like kind of, standing and looking down upon what's happening on Earth, and they want to share what they are observing with you, okay? So this is some kind of news that you need to know. Yeah, ghosts, so they are saying they can see everything because although you do not see them, they always see you, okay? Yeah, and then again, we have that lock at the bottom of the deck, so something good is coming towards you. Okay, what can Mr. Love do to welcome this energy? Fear, okay? So they are like, get out of that energy of fear. Yeah, so they are saying, you need to get out of that energy of fear. So we know, this is like the, what do they call it, the state, I don't know, but anyway, it's meant to scare the birds away, right? But this bird is like, goes and like, sits right on its head, right? So they're like, we need you to go like this, right? Like, find what you're afraid of and go like face it, like literally go up to it. Maybe something that normally you would run away from, this time they're like, we want you to seek it. Okay, so they want you to break something, some kind of a barrier, to your expansion. Yeah, because you've been gathering a lot of good karma. Scarecrow, that's it. Thank you, Simona. That's it. Yeah. Dominance, territory, and destruction. Okay, and Spirit is also saying you need to not be afraid right now because you have done something. You have a lot of good karma, and now they can protect you more than ever. So they're saying here with this domination here, or dominance, whatever. These are almost like like demonic, low vibrational energies that try to dominate you through people. Okay, so that, yes, has happened before, but right now they can routinely protect you from this, because they are allowed into the territory. Whatever good karma you've been gathering, now they can distract, because that's what our spirits do too. Sometimes, when lower vibrational energies come towards us, they literally go in there and intercept it. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're doing a lot of that. So they're saying there is nothing dangerous that can pretty much get to you right now, okay? And I know that's hard to believe, especially when you've been through a lot of stuff and everything, but your spirits are saying right now there's nothing that's more powerful than them. And with your development lately and all the things that you've understood, and connecting to your higher self and all the alignment that you've been doing and stuff, they have the power to protect you now, right? Because they are not allowed to protect us to the point where we don't learn the lessons we're meant to learn for our soul's expansion. But because you have done all that, there's a period right now where you don't need to learn any of those hard lessons, right? So now they're like, you know what, it's an energy of play, and if there's anything like bad coming towards you, we can definitely stop it. So yeah, don't give into that fear. Yeah, grief, right? So yeah, there's no need to be in an energy of grief or fear of anything like that. They're like, no, this is your good time, and it's definitely in your favor. I hope that helps, Mr. Love. Okay, and Kathleen wants to know, Kathleen, the readings are, or the questions are for subscribers only, so I'm gonna ask you, if you haven't already, to subscribe to this channel, and I will answer your question. Do we have Kathleen spirits here? Oh, most definitely we do. Will her finances get a breakthrough this week? It is saying no. Will they get a breakthrough later? Keeps giving no. Is there a blockage here? Yeah, so there's something in your energy that's stopping it. So you betcha we're gonna take a look and see what that is. Okay, sounds good. I am so glad. I am leaving, but yeah, after Kathleen right now, I am definitely logging off. Yeah, I like it here. Six of Swords. So they're saying you have to leave something. Yeah, you have to leave something, but they're saying you shouldn't be scared because you have a door and a key. At the Six of Swords, the science has been done. to getting to know me. Well, I mean, I'm a pretty public person. My email is there, everything is, on social media. So yeah, you can definitely get to know us. There's a whole bunch of us. We have a cute little community here, and yeah, you are welcome to come hang out with us anytime. And I'm not in my hermit mode anywhere anymore, so it's a good time to meet me. Okay, so Spirit is saying here, Catherine, you have to leave something. Something is bad for you. Okay, and you also know how to leave. And they are saying your justice, it's in the reverse because somebody's due karma here. Okay, so as long as you are near this person, near this energy, they cannot drop the justice on the person because guess what? You are going to share that judgment with them. So to put it simple, somebody's done something that was unfair to you and you are still in that energy. Okay, so even if you left the person or you don't have contact with them, you are very somehow connected energetically. Maybe you need to cut some cords or something like that. And you cannot get your justice until you're completely gone out of the situation. Do you know what this is? I know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So Spirit says you've already left because it's clear that you don't have to look for the way out. It's like clearly they don't want me to talk. It's clearly, like you have the key and you know the door. Okay, so this is a situation that does not benefit you. Now I'm thinking this person is probably pulling on your energy, and that happens. Don't worry, Michael. We're all pretty shy, to be honest. Yeah, we're just grateful to have men here. Yeah, see, so you're going through a death and rebirth, and Spirit is like you need to understand at this time that when you work with that person, that you is no longer there. Yeah, he does because he's the one that's sending you this energy. That's why there's a blockage on your finances. And when somebody sends us bad energy and they are still connected to us, it's usually because we trusted them. We loved them. We opened up our soul and our heart to them. And when they left, we never really it's either that maybe we haven't forgiven, and this is not to like put you down or it's nothing that you're doing wrong or anything like that. But it's we really need to like separate from the person. So I'm gonna pull some more cards and see if there's something stopping you from like on your end. Yeah, exactly, right? So it's because of that Spirit says there is a justice here that's due to you. Okay, and by you completely leaving this person, it's almost the way they want you to think of it, you are not this person that you were before. Yeah, you definitely right, but there is a self that you have hang on to, right? And Spirit says when he broke your heart, like you pretty much fell to pieces, you put yourself back together, you got put back together, but you cannot you cannot assume the same things you have assumed when you were with that person, because sometimes it's even hard to wrap your mind around this subjects, but you truly are a new you. Okay, so they want you to understand that nothing that was before will happen. When you meet another person, they will not do what this person has done. Like the injustices that you've been through will not repeat, because what is the point? Like the death and rebirth, it's a very, very powerful energy. It's that Scorpio energy. And it's called death and rebirth for a freaking reason, because you are not the same ever again. That it's gone, like entirely gone, right? So sometimes we lie to ourselves, we're like, we become a new person and then we kind of like act when, yeah, exactly. You became a new person when you left. Absolutely, right? But sometimes we still kind of have the same kind of like thought systems, and we just assume like the same things, or we just, we allow people to treat us the same as before, right? So then energetically it shows that you're still there, although you have gone through a death and rebirth, right? So yeah, that's yeah, see once, because he's like definitely like bringing conflict into your life still. So let's try to see here if there's anything you can do. But yeah, definitely try to do some cord cutting and stuff, because it helps, like I mean it's much probably like better when you do it, like when you do it through like meditation and understanding these things. But whatever, if nothing else, cord cutting will work. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. Dependency and guilt. Okay, yeah, so is the person trying to get back with you and you just kind of feel bad for them? Because if that's the case, like it could maybe Maybe he's like crying, or kind of saying like, take me back, I can't live, like all this and that, and it puts you in an energy of guilt. Yeah, see, so there's the spirit says you do feel guilty for not taking him back. Yeah, right. Like you're not interested because your mind like says so, right? But sometimes like our heart is just kind of like feels bad for the person, and that's enough to keep you in his energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, and it's also giving depression as well. So this is when we don't really believe that the future could hold anything good for us. We almost feel like happiness it's kind of like a construct that they made up, but it doesn't really exist in the 3D. Like it's not something that we can experience, and that's when we're in the energy of depression. But Spirit says this too shall pass. Every storm brings a rainbow. Yeah, right. So yeah, spirit is like they cannot give you these good things because your energy, being in depression is like it's literally not accepting good things. Right. So yeah, it's yeah, sadness, hopelessness, and despair. Right. So yeah, it's so important for you to get out of this energy because it's probably the same energy that would connect you to this person before. I think he's messing with my love life too, hoping. Yeah, oh yeah, he's definitely creating issues for you. Like absolutely, he has not let go of you. Yeah, and he's probably trying to manifest you going back to him as well, right? And now, if his belief and his manifestation is stronger than yours, then you can see how you get pulled in that direction instead of you pulling like your life in the direction you wanted to go into, right? So it's basically like a tug of war, to be honest, right? But you have to be like stronger than his desire to get you back. And you are stronger once you just realize that you do whatever the hell you want, not what he wants, right? But if we don't look at these things, then if we just kind of like let it happen and we're just like depressed and whatever, then that motherfucker over there is like wishing things upon you, and because you don't have the strength to wish the best of you, like your best life, then his wishes are like the strongest thing upon your energy, so then you get pulled in that direction. Yeah, betrayal, isolation. And spirit also says the betrayal and all that keeps you in isolation, right? That energy of betrayal. Yeah, yeah, it helps. You know what? Crying is a damn good freaking like energetic knife. I'm telling you, when you cry and you feel that soul like vibrating and cracking, it's something. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right. So yeah, we need to get out of this energy, and they're like, man, you are the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, it's powerful. It's down to earth. She knows her comfort, and she knows how to plant things. She knows how to take a seed and turn it into a freaking like incredible garden. Really, like the Queen of Pentacles is the closest to the Empress energy, right? So it is the most abundant. So when you're in the Queen of Pentacles, you shouldn't be missing anything, right? And this is yeah, there you go. Right. So yeah, when we're in the Queen of Pentacles, we shouldn't be missing anything. We shouldn't be feeling like depression or anything like that. So this is due to you, due because of just this justice call here, right? But like we just kind of like need to get back into life, right? Because it's almost like at this point you're kind of like rejecting life altogether. And then obviously, like I understand why, like the betrayal, the pain, that person freaking pulling on your energy, like your finances, you feel like they're failing you and everything. But see, the problem, you probably think the depression is the result of this factors, of these energies, but it isn't. Your depression, it's I don't want to say the cause, because I don't want to make you to like feel guilty about it or anything. It's just literally just not seeing it, for like what it truly is. Okay, so like I'm not like holding you at fault or responsible or anything like that, but I'm just telling you, it's sad because you really you have everything. It's like it's given to you, but it just yeah, spirit won't let it come to you because in this energy it would just get wasted, right? So they want you to build, they want you to actually enjoy the rewards of your heart soul labor that you've put here, right? So yeah, like Queen of Cups, right? So spirit says again, you already have like two queens over here. Yeah, Yeah, you are not. You know, you're that. This is not an energy when you want to like keep yourself at fault because you're not. You know, like life is hard, man, and you know, like betrayal. It's like how the hell do you get over that? Like you literally have to go on blind faith, right? Because that's the answer there. Do something that you really like to keep your mind healthy. Yeah, exactly. Dancing, hiking, change your hair. Yeah, exactly. And those things actually do help. And with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords, look, we got the same Six of Swords. So Spirit says they're insisting that you know what to do. Okay, so they're like, stop thinking about it, stop delaying it. You don't need to believe in it. You know, haircut, yeah, it helps. So if they're saying you don't need to believe in it, you just need to go. Like honestly, this is like a very impulsive energy. It's like get up and go. You know, get up and start doing those things that you wanted to do, but you don't feel like doing them. You want to create something. You want to be a painter. Start fucking painting and putting that your paintings out there. You are like it's all it takes is for you to take those like 2-3 steps, and the rest is like that depression will be like literally like it will go. Like it will go away because now you're in action. Like look at this Knight of Wands, right? And with the moon there, it's like he goes on intuition. Like he has no idea where he's going, you know? Yeah. So just don't worry about losing though, because it's almost how you can look at it is like at this point, like what's really to lose? Like when you're in this like energy of like kind of like depression and betrayal, it's like what's to lose? You're still here, you're still alive, you're still kicking, you still have power, you still have your soul, and that's an accomplishment in itself. When people get hurt, a lot of them lose their souls. Like nobody loses their soul due to happiness. So that's why like when we go through a lot of pain, it's like, man, we need to give ourselves a pat on the back, because a lot of people lose their soul because of that. They lose their belief, they lose their trust in life. So that's how you lose your soul, and that's when you start going into like darker energies. So you're still here, you still have your feelings, you still have your soul, you still have your spirit. That's all you need. So get up and go, pick one thing, don't think about it, doesn't have to make sense. If you fail, you fail. Like, I mean, seriously, what difference is it gonna make? Right? But just, yeah, stop overthinking it and just get up and go. Whatever it is you want to do, you want to go for a hike, you don't need to tell anybody. Get into your car or walk somewhere or take your dog or whatever and just go. You are very welcome. Yeah, get to work. Spirit says get to work. We don't need to talk about this. You don't need to understand this. You don't need to feel it. You just need to get on that damn horse. That's it. And you will see, like, everything will change. Absolutely. All right, well, I hope this helps you guys. My daughter is calling me up the yin yang, so yeah, I don't know if they take my live access on TikTok tonight. Michael, you can go follow me on TikTok too. It's unchained_freedom. Yeah, and I go live on TikTok too, and I don't know if my account like disappears, I'm too like I don't want to think about it anymore. I will just I'll come on YouTube you guys again tonight. You are so very welcome, my darlings. I love you all. Thank you for spending this time with me, you guys. And I am gonna log off, and I'm gonna go see what my daughter wants to do, like probably walk in the rain because she got rain boots. So yeah, she just jumps in puddles. Help.